Good morning. I am Vedaraj, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science Engineering, RMD Engineering College. In this session, we are going to discuss what is distributed mutual exclusion. Mutual exclusion in a distributed system state that only one process is allowed to execute the critical section at any given point. Okay, what are the requirements of mutual exclusion? There are four important requirements of mutual exclusion algorithms are no deadlock. Two or more sites should not endlessly wait for any message that will never arrive. That is called as no deadlock is the one of the important requirement of mutual exclusion algorithm. The second one is no starvation. As you know, what do you mean by fairness? The fairness is also one of the requirement of mutual exclusion algorithm. Every site should get a chance to enter the critical section is called as the fairness. The final one is the fault tolerance. In case of failure, it should not be able to recognize it by itself in order to continue functioning without any disturbance. These are the important requirement of mutual exclusion algorithm. Now we are going to discuss what is Lamport algorithm for mutual exclusion in distributed system. I tell you, in Lamport, distributed mutual exclusion algorithm is the permission-based algorithm proposed by the Lamport. In this algorithm, there are three different types of messages can be used. One is the request message, the second one is the replay message, third one is the release message. A site can send a request message to all other sites to get permission to enter the critical section. A site can send a replay message to requesting site to give its permission to enter the critical section. A site can send a release message to all other sites to exit the critical section. There are three different types of messages can be used. One is the request message, the second one is the replay message, third one is the release message. Okay, every site keep a queue to store the critical section request ordered by the timestamp. What do you mean by timestamp? A timestamp is given to the each critical section request using the Lamport logical clock. Why do we use timestamp? Timestamp is used to determine the priority of critical section requests. The smaller timestamp get the higher priority over the larger timestamp. Now we are going to discussing about the Lamport mutual exclusion algorithm. See, in this algorithm, it consists of three sections. The first section is to enter the critical section. The second section is to execute the critical section. The third section is to release the critical section. Okay, now we discuss one by one. The first section is to enter the critical section. Consider a two process or two site SI and SJ. When a site SI want to enter the critical section, first it send a request message to all other site. Okay, then it places the request on the request queue. When a site SJ receive a request message from SI, it return the replay message to site SI and place the request of SI on request queue. Okay, the second one, when a site SI enter the critical section. See, this is very important. A site SI can enter the critical section if it has received message with timestamp larger than from all other sites and its own request is at the top of the request queue. Okay, when a site SI enter the critical section, once it received replay messages from all other sites, the site SI enter the critical section. Okay, the third section is to release the critical section. When a site SI exceed the critical section, it remove its own request from top of its request queue and send a release message to all other sites. When a site SJ receive the release message from site SJ, it remove the request of SI from its request queue. Okay, what is the message complexity of Lamport algorithm? The Lamport algorithm requires 3 of n minus 1 messages. n minus 1 request message, n minus 1 reply message, n minus 1 release message. Some of the drawbacks of Lamport algorithm, it is unreliable approach. A failure of any one process will halt the process of entire system. High message complexity, I already told no, 3 of n minus 1 messages per critical section invocation. These are the very important drawback of Lamport algorithm. Unreliable approach, high message complexity is the drawback of Lamport algorithm. Thank you.